Be tough, be strong, be athletic, be courageous, never ask for help, never show emotions with the exception of anger, be a protector, act like a man, never act like a woman, don't ask for help, don't be too nice, don't be too kind. You know, we got all these notions of manhood in this man box. And we learned it from the time we're a little boy. I grew up in a community where there was a lot of aggression, participating in street gangs, using alcohol and drugs. Did all the things inner city boys did, you know, just hanging out in the neighborhood. I was a guy named Johnny, but we looked up to him. He was cool, he was smooth, girls liked him, but he spent a lot of time up to no good. One day he says, do you want some? I knew he was talking about sex, and I said, yeah, though I had never had sex. And I go into his room, and on his bed, for our purposes today, I'll call her Sheila, that's not her name. And she's nude, but actually Sheila was mentally ill. Johnny had sex with her, but what he actually did was rape her. Because Sheila never said yes, even though she never said no. And he was offering me an opportunity to do the same. I closed the room door behind me, and I'm pretty much petrified. It's like I knew I wasn't gonna touch Sheila, but my man box card was in full jeopardy, because if Johnny found out that I didn't have sex with her, that was not gonna look good for me. So, you know, in my 12 years of wisdom, what I did was I zipped my pants down, and I walked out into the living room. There was about 4 guys, friends of mine, sitting there. And they said to me, how was it? And I said it was good. And I zipped my pants up in front of them, and I headed for the door. I have great remorse about that day, because I did absolutely nothing to help Sheila. I would meet very strong feminist women doing a lot of work around domestic violence advocacy. And they began to challenge me. You know, they would say, Tony, you know, this anti-racism platform you have is wonderful, but what about your sexism? I asked them to speak. It was unbelievable. What I was learning about domestic violence is that it was rooted in a male-dominating society. It's a men's issue. I mean, we're largely the perpetrators of the violence. Up until that point in time, the work was all built around advocacy to provide services for those who have been victimized, and accountability work to hold men who were perpetrating the crimes accountable for their behavior. Call to Men came along to say, that's wonderful, it's surely needed, but is there space also to get in front of it and begin to prevent it? Because as we continue to just respond to it, well, what we're responding to is women being hurt and killed. And isn't the goal for that to stop? Our vision is to create a world when men and boys are loving and respectful, and women and girls are valued and safe. When we talk about this collective socialization of manhood and the dismantling of it, yes, it's daunting, but then, you know, we can think about some social change that's happened in our lives that we were a part of. It tells me that it can happen.